Hello, everyone. This is Diane Hunt from Diane Hunt Studio and Paint Nature Connect. Hope everyone's having a great day. This is a Mix It Up Monday where I take a paint chip from the paint store and I try to mix it up and match it on my palette. So let me switch over to my palette and we'll get started. Okay, so here we are on my palette. I have my color wheel and my paint chip, and it's a mid-tone gray. It's called charcoal gray, and it's in the value scale of 6. So I have that. And then what you do I don't put any black colors on my palette. I mix my own usually. So I usually use a ultramarine blue and burnt umber to give me a black. And then to get a gray, I would just lighten that to get the gray. Now, grays come in all different shades, all different colors. You can have grays that are more blue. You can have grays that are more brown. You can have grays of any color, really, green, orange, anything. Grays are very useful in painting. You'll find you use a lot of grays in your paintings. So it's really good to know how to mix them. Now this is giving me a nice black, this ultramarine blue and the burnt umber. Give me a nice black. If you ever want to check your blacks, you can just take a little smidgen of them and add a little bit of white to it. And it'll let you know whether you have more of one color than the other in it, depending on what you're trying for. Now, I'm trying to get a pretty neutral black here, a neutral gray. So I want a black that's pretty even in tone. It's probably a little more to the bluish side, but with a little tinge of red to it. So this black that I mixed up is giving me a pretty nice gray, but it still looks a little more blue than the paint chip. So what I'm going to do is add a little tiny bit of burnt sienna to it to give it a little bit of a red tinge. Now I know it still needs to get lighter, but first I'm just trying to match the color of it. So it needs to get lighter, so I'll add some light. When you're mixing color, this is what it's all about. Painting in general, you're mixing colors all the time, whether you're experienced or not. You still need to know how to mix your color. And the more you do this, the more practice you get, the better at it you will get. In the beginning, you end up mixing lots of paint, and you end up with piles of paint that you are not the right color. But as you do this more and more and get more practice, you'll get better at picking the colors that'll give you the right result. Now this is still looking blue, more blue compared to the paint chip. So I'm going to add a touch more of this red to it just to give it a little more of that. I don't want to add too much at one time, so I'm just going to take a little tiny bit. Some of these colors are really powerful, and it doesn't take much to change the color entirely. So you just want to do tiny bits at a time and see where it gets you. Now that's getting a lot closer. See that or not? It's a little bit darker than the sample, not much though. So I'm going to add a tiny bit of white and lighten it up just a hair. Let's see where it comes. That's really close. As you can see, same light on it. So it's pretty identical. So there you go. It was a little bit of ultramarine blue, burnt umber, and burnt sienna. And it gave me that nice gray that I was looking for. So give it a try yourself. See how you make out. I'd love to see and hear, how you do. And happy painting.